saying on the telephone, because my telephone was tapped. My phone was tapped. Because of the, but it was not a bad tap. In my case, because of the types of people that I was working with, and because of the types of work I did, they had a legitimate, I'm not like somebody, I'm not like Sarah, I'm not like you. They had a legitimate basis for doing it. I knew they were doing it, and if I wanted them to stop, then I would have broken off my ties with Libya and Iraq. They wanted to have this intelligence, and in fact, what we would do is we would get on the telephone, and we would say, "Hello, NSA, pick up the phone. Pick up the phone, NSA. We have a message for you. We think there's going to be a terrorist attack. We are on the lookout right now for intelligence on airplane hijackings." And we would talk about this for like hours at a time, or like hours, 45 minutes to an hour at a time, about the planning and our belief in this attack. And it was just, oh, sorry. Sorry.
ですからその CIA のハンドラーの人と毎週1回ですね、会ってずっと話をするというですね、非常に深刻な話をしていろいろしてきたということであります。で、で私の電話でですね、で話するときはその方がもっとですね頻繁になりまして、その電話っていうのはタッピングっていうんですが、盗聴ですね、されてるんだけども、その盗聴っていうのは、自分を攻撃するための盗聴じゃなくて、要するにコミュニティの中でですね、そういうだから盗聴されているということはですね、秘密にされているんじゃなくて、みんなが公然としたね、形での盗聴でありまして、だからNSA、ナショナルセキュリティアドミニストレーションというですね、主に人工衛星とか宇宙衛星とか、あるいはエシュロンシステムなんですかね、を運営しているところですけど、そこがですね、電話のついてはしっかりと。の自分のですね生きていることっていうのをですね、だからイラクじゃなくて9月11日のですねそういうアタックがですね行われているというねいうことは私たちの会話からしてもですねもうインテリジェンスの中にですねずっとね、知られていたからですね常識に属していたことです。
And meanwhile, I was taking all these messages from the intelligence community, and I was delivering them to Baghdad. And I was telling them over and over again, you must give us any fragment of intelligence that you have. We want any small piece. Just give us anything you have out that you're hearing out there. We just want to know. And Baghdad would come back and they'd say, we have nothing. We're not involved with these people, whoever they are, we don't know anything about it. We know nothing. And they would say, look, and I would go back to the Iraqis and I would try to negotiate with them. I would say, look, if you cooperate with us and you give us this intelligence that the United States is asking for, then you will be showing your loyalty to the cause of, to good neighborliness, and you'll be showing that you're committed to the values of security that the United States shares, and you'll be building a better relationship with the United States. They were like, we know, we don't have anything to give you. But even then, I'm sorry.
で、今ね、そういう言われたですね、アメリカのですね、このメッセージというのは、バグダードの方にですね、やっぱり正確にちゃんと伝えてね、いるようにおりまして、で、そこで彼らに要求していたのは、このハイジャックとワールドトレードセンターですね、そう目指したそういうこの情報にですね、どんな情報でもいいから関連したものがあるならば、我々にですね、知らせると。で、それを知らせるということが、あなた方のですね、アメリカに対するですね、友好的態度というんですか、いうことの証であるからですね、何かってもなんであれですね、知らせてくれと。で、こういったに対して、バグダードのですね、自分のですね、友人たちは、イラクはですね、そのこと言って一切知らないと。こういうですね、計画をしている人たちと自分たちと全く何の関係もないので、伝えるものは何もないと。こういうですね、返事でありました。
Now, I'm pushing this so hard. Because, for two reasons. One, there's no question we knew exactly what was going to happen. And by August of 2001, I was told that it was expected in late August or early September. Okay, this is very important. We knew it. What is equally important and is sometimes overlooked is that everybody thinks that the United States decided to invade Iraq after 9/11. In fact, they already knew 9/11 was going to happen, and they made a decision to invade Iraq months before 9/11. In which case, then they threatened Iraq. I personally delivered the threats. That's a fact. The threats were very strong. The threats included military action to a degree that they had never experienced before, which would be a warlike military aggression by the United States. And this was emphasized. It was very clear what was going to happen. Sorry.
まあこういったですね簡潔な特に8月の末から9月の初めこれぐらいになってくると一層ですね緊密というかな切実なですねことになってきましてでアメリカのですねトップ層のこの警告をですね世のイラクにちゃんとですね伝えていたとその中ではですねもしもですね何か情報を伝えないならばイラクに対して軍事的な作戦通常の軍事的な作戦をですね、するようになるだろうというところまで、ですね、言ってきた。そういうことは言うと、何が起ころうとしていることかということについてはアメリカの情報当局はですね、相当詳細にやっぱり知っていたということと、それと戦争をですね、いざとなればイラクに対してもですね、対戦をするというですね、そういう覚悟をですね、知っていたということがそこからわかります。
Okay. Now that is very important because what's been missing in the debate is the incentive. You know, right now you've all heard the stories of the fact that there was no action taken to prevent the 9/11 attacks, but there's been no real understanding as to why they would have deliberately not stopped 9/11 because that's what they did. This was not an accident that they just casually didn't stop 9/11 because, oops, we forgot. This was a sustained decision over several months. It wasn't like the decision, the knowledge of 9/11 did not arrive on the president's desk on September 9th or September 10th when he was going out the door to a ball, to like some fundraising event. They had known for months. They had already decided what they were going to do when it happened.
それでだからから分かることというのは9月11日のですね特に何が起ころうとしているかということについてはアメリカのですねトップ層は熟知しているとですねいうことでありましてでそれにもかかわらずですねそれを妨げる行為をですね取らなかったから何も実現は取らなかったわけでありましてそれはどうしてそういうことを取らなかったかというですねいうことが問題として残ります。
That created the incentive for the United States to allow 9/11 to happen, and it also created. It's also very important for you to understand that there are facts. It's very important for you to understand. In the intelligence community, it's not a monolithic thing where everybody follows in line and goes the same way. There are teams, and the teams fight one another and argue with one another. Some of them are pro-Israel. A lot of them are pro-Israel. Some of them they have different specialties. Some of them are pro-Arabs, but most of them are pro-Israel. And the thing is that given that they did, without question, everybody knew what was going to happen. You're the only ones who don't know that it was going to happen. But we all knew. We all knew. And they had the opportunity to stop it, and the decision was made. It was an active decision. I also know that because in August 2nd, I can tell you the days. On August 2nd, the United States Senate held nomination hearings for Robert Mueller to be director of the FBI, and my CIA handler. I'm sorry.